All right, guys. So I got a question for you out there who are separated and or going into divorce or maybe freshly divorced. Have you taken off your wedding ring? And how did it feel when you took off your wedding ring? And I mean for good. You know, when I took off my wedding ring, it felt very strange. It felt very strange. Uh, I felt naked, quite frankly, and it was odd because it had been on for so long. So I felt strange at first when I took off my wedding ring, and then I felt relieved. And as the days went on, I felt more and more relief, quite frankly. So that's what we're going to discuss on Resilient Man channel today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Did you feel strange when you took off your wedding ring and you knew you were taking it off for good? How did that feel? Comment below and I'd love to hear your thoughts. You know, that's a major step of taking off your wedding ring for good. And you know it's for good. You know, for me, it was a major step because, it was a huge symbol, obviously, of the commitment and that type of thing. And so once I actually took it off, I knew I was done. I was done, and I was moving forward with the divorce process. Some of you guys who may be watching this right now, maybe you're separated, you're going through a divorce or freshly divorced, and maybe you haven't taken off the ring yet. So I'm interested to hear your comments where you are. Have you decided to take it off? If you're about to take off your wedding ring, what was the final straw? What was the final? Comment below and share what was the final straw that you were like, yeah, this is done. I can tell you for me, that was a big step. That was a very big step. And, obviously we had a challenging marriage and, obviously if we had separated and such, and even in our separation, continued to go through challenges. And in my case, she continued to do things that I just said, enough is enough. This needs to come to a merciful end, quite frankly. And, for a while during the separation, up until I was able to actually file papers for divorce, I kept my wedding ring on. And the reason I kept it on, I didn't want to be bothered by women. I wanted them to see I was married and to just leave me alone. So maybe some of you guys can relate to that, comment your thoughts on that as well. So that was my situation. But I got to tell you, I could share a quick story that after a while, I had cut off all contact and I wanted to completely disconnect myself from my ex and wait to file papers and, end this and get divorced. Well, she sent me an email one day, and the email was over the fact that I had taken off my wedding ring. I guess she had seen a picture of me somewhere and saw that I was without my wedding ring, that I had taken off. And of course, in the email, I'm so upset, and I've cried for 2 days because I know what that means. I know that if you've taken it off, that you're done. It was crocodile tears. She realized that I was done, and she knew divorce was coming. And, again, I had actually kept it on longer than just to keep other women at bay. What about you? Are you at that point? Are you at that point where you're ready to take it off for good? And are you concerned, or do you think about the fact of how your wife or soon-to-be ex is going to react when she sees you are not wearing your wedding ring anymore, and you know what that means, that you are probably done and moving on or prepared to move on. You know, um, it's interesting. I mean, I felt naked at first when I took it off. I felt like the whole world could see my tan line and see that my wedding ring was off. And, it felt very strange. Also, too, my wedding ring was really cool and it had a great design on it. So I really thought it was cool. I actually contemplated, well, maybe I'll wear it on the right hand and, just because it's just a super cool ring. And after thinking about it for a while, I was like, nah, I just need to get rid of it, which is what I did. But I mean, no one noticed that the ring was off my finger. No one cared, and the world went on just like it does. And so that's what will happen if you decide to take off your ring as well. But it is a huge step. It is a huge step. It signifies a lot, and it signifies where you are mentally and emotionally, and that, yeah, I think I'm done with this. And, comment down below. Do you think there's recovering from that? I don't know. I mean, personally, I think you're so far down the road of towards divorce at that point that, again, taking off the ring for me really was a relief. I was like, gosh, this really feels good. I'm that much closer to filing for divorce and removing myself from this incompatible relationship. Maybe you guys feel the same way, or you can relate to that. So, man, that is I don't know, I guess it's just something that is part of the process as you navigate through separation and filing for divorce and that type of thing. But it is a big step. I mean, it really is. So, guys, I just wanted to get on, make a quick message about taking off your wedding ring and how significant that is. And some of you guys are watching this message now and you're contemplating it. And I know it's not easy. I know it's a big step. So, guys, I hope you're enjoying Resilient Man content. Check out some of the other topics of the content here. Got a lot of great stuff, especially for you guys out there who are in a place where you're going through a separation and or divorce. Some good tips, some good things to keep in mind. Some other videos on Resilient Man channel that I think would be of great benefit to you. So check them out. I think you'd enjoy it. Like and subscribe to the channel, and know your worth. Protect your peace.